Good morning, everybody. Just landed the new job, another brambles one, and if you like the last one then you're going to love this because I've never seen anything like it. They used to have a couple of sheep that used to come through from the field, used to keep everything down for them, but we're not allowed to do that anymore, so unfortunately this is how the place has turned out. Give us a second, I'll flip you around. So I've just walked through that gate and then straight away it's growing through this pile of twigs. It's going to be a nightmare. Probably try and rip that out with my hands. And then this ground here is an orchard. There's apple trees here, apple trees there, apple trees everywhere, and yeah, they just can't keep on top of it. The brambles coming through right the way on this old fence line here. See, the farmers cut the hedge, so thankfully I can see where I need to go up to, but that, how tall, that's actually taller than my head. 2 minutes. So yeah, as you can see, I'm nearly 6'5", and yeah, tower in my head. This is the corner from the gate that I've just come from. You see the size of the place really, like, just turn you around here now. That's what I've just put my back to, and it goes right the way down to about there. So we need to get through all that. There is no nesting birds at the minute, so don't need to worry about any of that. Yeah, another big chunk here goes right the way around there, and we'll just take a little walk around before I do any work. I don't know if I'm going to jump on it today, because I was just double checking everything just to make sure I got everything that we need when we come to do it. All the waste is going to be going on site, so that's a relief. So yeah, I've just walked quite a distance down here. My feet are soaking because I've got my trainers on. Grass is soaked, and yeah, the brambles that are over my head in height go all the way, right the way down, all the way down to about there, I think is the corner, and then it's already taking over this area, and again it's well over my head in height. It's actually quite hard to see how far back it goes from here. See if I can see on here. Yeah, I think I can see the tops of the hedge over there that the farmer's done. But that was at a full stretch of that then. It's massive. It's huge. So yeah, I've just walked back to the middle. Now, that was what you were just looking at then. We're going to keep walking down to the left, beneath this old fence. And yeah, as you can see, there's still a hell of a lot of bramble here. If I'm honest, I've probably done it a little bit too cheap, but it's not like I've underpriced it massively anyway. I'm just pretty genuine with my pricing, to be fair. No need to rip people off, is there? Some people do think I'm expensive every now and again, but most of the people say that I've been too cheap for years. So yeah, I'm happy, customers are happy, that's all that matters, isn't it? Oh yeah, and then obviously need to go down there as well. But that's not too bad, is it? I think the biggest problem here is the fact that somebody's been dumping all sorts of cuttings in the middle of it. So yeah, we'll do what we can with that. So the entrance that I come in, this little bit that I just showed you with them with the cuttings, and you can see how far that is in the distance over there. That's the actual hedge, the border hedge that we were just talking about over there, and the brambles start here. And I'll try and go as slow as I can so you don't go sick. All the way you can see him is taking over areas right up into that corner there and all the way back over here again. Yeah, should be fun, maybe. Things I get myself into, I tell you. It's got me wondering these days if I'm just doing it for the content or not, or am I actually doing it for enjoyment. Hello, back on the brambles job today. It's absolutely wild here it is, and it's a much better day for it today. There's two of us and we're just going to smash it. Need to find a good place to put the camera for you so I can get a good video on. Need it so you can see everything clearly. I've only got the one camera still, so it's quite hard to remember to move it around sometimes once you get going in the middle of it. And it's well over my head as well in height, so yeah. Let's go. Right then, let's get this orchard back to its finest. Hell of a nice place for one as well, isn't it? I bet it'd have been good back in the day up here. Thinking about getting a donkey. One way of keeping it down, I suppose. Take you for a little look now, just so you can actually see what I'm up against and how bad this orchard's really got, you know. It's such a shame to see it in this state, and it's just bonkers how these brambles just go and go and grow and grow and grow, and there's no stopping them. You know, that's the original boundary there, and they're just everywhere, you know. It's like, I just bend down so you can have a look what it's like through here, and it's just, look at it, man. So yeah, you can see the original fence boundary, hedge boundary there, sorry, and yeah, it's massive, all the way around these apple trees here, right the way across the back there. Yeah, crazy. Oh, sweating. I've got right in the middle of it now, so I'm going to move the camera a little bit closer for you all, and yeah, I think it's going to be much better from this idea. Not too bad progress either. Hedge trimmers for the win here. There's no other tool that's going to get us through here quicker unless it was a digger or something like that. So yeah, let's get you a bit closer in so you can see what's going on, and should be a bit more action here for you. And then I won't have to keep moidening in between either. So as you can see, the hedge is actually there now. Got right up to it, right across there. Tony's going to come through the back and meet me here. Yeah, these little bits shouldn't take too long. There's a couple of branches in between, but as long as I'm careful, we should be okay. I'm going to try and get the camera in here for you now, so that you'll be seeing this point of view here. You can see the hedge just at the edge of the camera, and then yeah, might even just see Tony coming through there soon enough. It shouldn't have to move from here now either, so yeah, plenty of action coming up here. I'm going to try and set you up here now, and then I'll go and stand next to that, just so you can see the perspective of height difference compared to me on that bush. Brambles shouldn't be able to grow that tall if you ask me. Well over my head. Yeah, a bit of enough, mate. Can't go wrong with that. got down to the bottom corner. What a difference. What a space. They're going to get a horse or two in here, they said, instead of the donkeys, so hopefully they'll keep this down. I've really underpriced this job, and the reason is they're both really struggling with the place. The place is absolutely massive, and I'm just too generous. That's one thing. I'm hoping that this will make me a bit back on my YouTube channel to make it worth my time, because I do feel like I should have put a bit more on it, but the price has been set now, and yeah, we're just gonna have to crack on. It's gonna make a brilliant video either way, so I'm gonna battle my way through here now up to where Tony's got to. Gonna send them over down to the bottom to go around the trees with the little one, so hopefully that all goes well over there. And yeah, we're gonna just crack on. It's never ending. Okay, so we're moving on. We've got pretty much to the boundary here. There's so much bits of metal inside there. It is really not worth my time with my machines. I'm not breaking any machines today. There's an old wall there for some reason. There's metal containers. There's metal fencing running all the way through. So yeah, that's as far as I'm going to go on this one. I'm going to have a chat with the customer in a minute and let them know the reason why. Because for the price I've done it, it's really is not worth breaking any machines over it. Tony's brought two of his own hedges in today, and to be honest, I think he might have broke the both of them. He's on my little one over there now. It's definitely a learning curve for me anyway, with these big bramble jobs. As much as I enjoy doing them, there's so much that can go wrong with them, so in the future I'm going to be putting in a little bit extra on these ones. Unless, of course, my YouTube goes really successful, and I don't know, maybe I can even go around doing them for free, who knows. I know people would appreciate that, and obviously I'd appreciate the help and support from your end on the YouTube, so you've been nothing but amazing since I started my journey here. So yeah, I won't be surprised at all if I get a little extra on this. Thank you very much. So we started over there, we worked all the way through, right the way past this fence here. That's another one of the problems, and then we're now coming along the side all the way through the orchard into there. into that jungle. You might have a bit of a shock with the progress here now, because I've got 3% battery. I don't want to not be able to film the end of it, so I've just cracked on now. I've gone quite a bit of the way. I've got right round the other apple trees on the further side. I'll walk you through them now just so you can see what's up with it. I might just carry on cutting without filming it, and then tomorrow I'll probably just nip in the morning with a metal blade and we'll just finish off, and then you can get a tidy up video on the end of it. 2 hedge trimmers have died today, both of them Tony's, unfortunately. Kinda wish I didn't tell him to bring them in, but if he didn't bring them in, that had been my ones broken, and then we wouldn't have been able to carry on. That's the trouble with blackthorns and brambles. You don't know what's inside them, and you just got to carry on cutting until sometimes it's too late, or other times you come out laughing. That's the distance so far, all the way down this side, and then I'll take you around the boat. Started all over there, hands are covered in cuts. We come all the way down here, right along this hedge line here. I keep calling it fence line. I'm going to stop it here because there's too much things to risk breaking my machine inside there. Apparently the tractor can pull all that out from the other side, he reckons, so yeah. Right down to this borderline here. Death traps all over the place. I need to rake all this up, smash it all down to the ground in the morning with a metal blade. Exposed all these trees now, we just need to mess about pulling it all in between, but that's not the main job really, it's just getting rid of the brush. And then we come down to this second section of the area where Tony started off before he broke his head trimmer on. That was one of the things that broke it, unfortunately. You don't see them, they're the same colour as the branches, you know, how are you supposed to tell the difference there? And then this is where I'm cutting into now, because I've got to work around this post, which I know there's going to be more metal wiring in there. And again, it'll need the metal blade finish on the floor. And then we work our way around these apple trees down here. And this is where Tony is at now. Just hacking his way through the bottom. And again, yeah, metal blade finish tomorrow. So we've still got a good chunk of it to go through there. And I've still got an awful amount to go through the other side of this fence. And look at all that, you definitely don't want to be hitting any of these. Yeah, let's crack on. And we'll see you a little bit further along the end of this video. Yeah, I hope it's been good so far, and I hope you stick to the end just so you can see the finished results. Nice one. Cheers. Look at the waste. Brambles, 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 more brambles. Just about to finish here now. I've literally got to quickly go over all the ground, all these little sticky ippy bits with the metal blade, smash it all down, and then the horses are going to be coming in here and they're going to be keeping it all down for us, hopefully. Any new growth, the fella reckons he'll just chomp it away. Can't see him eating much of the bramble itself, but I don't know, who knows, might be completely wrong, maybe they absolutely love it. So that was the first bash of it, or should we say section 1, that was the worst of them. Then we had section 2, it was pretty bad as well. The worst part about section 2 was all the bits and bobs that were there to kill our machines, yeah? Metal fencing, metal bowls, there was concrete posts, all sorts in that. And then we move on to section 3, this is the sort of wiring that we had to miss. Concrete posts, you know, they're all over the place. And then yeah, this was section 3, in between all the trees. I know there's still bramble on the bottom line down there, but that's going to be fine down there. It's what was wrapped around all these apple trees that was the problem. And now, obviously, it's all cleared, isn't it? Still a bit of greenery on the floor there, but that's just what I need to rake up. And obviously, the horses, they should be eating it. They should really go round after me cleaning up properly, which would be quite nice. Because like I said, I've done this on a hell of a good price. In fact, I say good, it's far too cheap really. I wouldn't be doing it all the time. But they are an elderly couple, and yeah, I do try and look out for them as much as I can. And it also gets you more work in the future. You don't have to keep going as cheap all the time. They'll understand that if you just tell them, you know. I was really, really cheap on that last job. I'm going to put a little bit extra on this now so I'm not breaking my back. And they, 9 times out of 10, they'll go, yeah, that's fair enough. Because I'm not going to be going ripping them off anyway. But yeah, there we go. I shall stop chatting poo and I will crack on. Right then. It's the last bash, and I'm gonna fucking smash. I'm gonna get in there now, I'm gonna cut around the last tree with the hedger. I'm gonna drag it all out the way, and then I'm gonna get my metal blade straight in there. I'm gonna smash it all up. I'm gonna get the rake on the go, and I'm gonna get out of here as fast as I can now. Yeah, any more work I'll be doing here, I'll be putting it on my hourly rate most probably. And that way I can keep it nice and fair for them and keep getting work basically. Right then, I'm going to set you up and I'm going to smash. So, in this little clump here, there is a little apple tree, and just there, I've come round this side of it yesterday. Time to get smashing. Well, that's the third section, all cut back, all the waste gone, and all the little dangly bits have been mulched or brush cutted, or whatever you want to call it. They're looking much better there now, yeah. All the trees are exposed, easy access all the way around. The brambles are right down the bottom out of the way. The tractor's going to come and rip the rest of them out apparently, and then the horse is going to go and get all these bits of green off the floor, fingers crossed. We're now going to move into section 2, and then we're going to finish off in section 3. Let's go. Section 2 done. And we've arrived at section 1. This is the worst one out of the lot, I think. Well, I say I think, it definitely was. So, let's get it gone. Oh my god, finished. What a job. Got loads more work out of it as well, which is great. Yeah, I'll take you for a little walk through. What a difference. Section 1, all nice and mulched, right up to the hedge, right down to the hedge. This here is going to be a separate job, and I'll tell you why. Because of all these concrete posts and metal wires running all the way through it. It's not worth me breaking any more machinery going through there. So that'll be another visit on the hourly rate, and I'll just pick my way through with a set of snips or whatever. And yeah, look at this. Look at that. Proper shame all this brambles just takes over like this. Lovely. Section 1 done. Then we come through the gap into section 2. Tiny little section, that one, but it's done. And then we come into section 3, where the most of the, well, saying that, there's loads of apple trees all the way down here, loads on here, but this part, they're all separated. And yeah, all accessible. Lovely jubbly. So that's me done. I'm going to go and get all my tools together now, put them on the back, and might even go and do this hedge in the village down the road. Probably could do, to be honest. So catch you in a bit.